Hello Tarot Rebels, and welcome to today's pick a card reading. My name is Michaela from Tarot Rebel, and I'm super happy to see you all joining us. 2021 is almost over. It's been a long and short year at the same time, and as we look to 2022, I wanted to channel messages from your spirit guides to help us navigate the new year. I'm hoping to unveil what you can expect from the new year based on the collective energies and what you need to be aware of, and I hope to bring you a bit of hope into your life today. So we do have 4 groups today for you to choose. We have group 1 with the Smokey Quartz, group 2 with a stone that I always have trouble pronouncing, and if my camera can focus that would be great. So this is the Rodochrosite. Third group is this beautiful Opal tower, and the fourth group is the pink zebra Jasper. I wish my camera could focus so you can see the beauty of this one. Okay, so that being said, please take your time and choose whatever group calls to you the most. And if you need to pause the video, please do so. I will leave the timestamps in the description box down below, as well as in the comment section. Please follow your intuition and let it guide you to the message you need to hear the most. And of course, if you're inclined to choose 2 or more groups, you're free to do so. Once you've decided which group you're drawn to, please go to the timestamps. As I said, they will be in the comment section down below, as well as in the description box. Please take what resonates with you, and remember that this is always about your own power and how you decide you want things to go for yourself. This is a reading done for entertainment purposes only, so if it doesn't resonate, you are free to choose another reading, another pile, another tarot reader, book a personal reading with someone else. Please remember that this is just for entertainment purposes only, and I'm not qualified to offer any financial, legal, or medical advice. Thank you so much, and see you in your pile. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's see what to expect in the year to come. I nearly said the month to come, so I'm sorry for that. Messages are for some of you, please remember that. And if they don't resonate, don't force the message. Probably this isn't meant for you. So if you chose this beautiful Smokey Quartz, I'm just gonna put it aside. This message is for you. I have some oracle cards already shuffled for you, just to see what the theme of the year would be. So the theme of the year, you have the 4th chakra with Archangel Raphael. The 4th chakra is the heart chakra, so it might be that you feel like you need to open up more, or you feel like there's a certain vulnerability attached to you when it comes to opening up. You also have Wise Leader, which makes sense. You have the shadow attribute of the bully, which I usually don't read reversals, but this card jumped out in a reversal form, so I just took it. So for the shadow attribute, you have conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Interesting. Okay, and you have To the Sea. Interesting that you have things, so conflicting things. It might be that 2022 might be a difficult year for you to wrap your head around it. You start with the need to be open, the need to be perceived as honest and vulnerable, and a wise leader. You want to be a beacon for others, but then there's something underneath the surface that's kind of preventing you from achieving that goal. With the shadow attribute of the bully, like, I find it, so the light attribute of the bully says highlights your tendency to intimidate others and helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And the shadow attribute says conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. There's a certain appearance that you're trying to maintain in 2022. You like to maybe keep up with the Joneses, but not necessarily that. You like to feel like you are in control, like you have people looking up to you. This is why you aim to be a wise leader, maybe. The card to the sea, I want to read about it because it's an interesting card in this context. Where are you? So, essential meanings: being in the flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. This, coupled with the fourth chakra, speaks to me about the need to reconnect with your inner strength, your inner power, something that drives you selflessly and without any hidden agenda. Whereas these two cards, they kind of make me feel like you want to be looked up to. Not saying that this is true, maybe this is just something a reminiscent from the past, something that you need to maybe address it with family, friends, therapists, priests, whatever, journaling, meditation, whatever works for you. Maybe this is something you need to address, because at this point it kind of feels like it's preventing you from reaching that honest headspace that will allow you to grow, to develop into this wise leader. Right now you're just mimicking the energy of being a wise leader. Let's see. I'm gonna pull some tarot cards for you. Too many cards. Why are all my decks upside down today? I don't know, but let's see. Maybe a good riffle shuffle will help. Let's see, group 1. What's the theme of the year? You have the Queen of Emotions, again with the Queen, the heart chakra, again with needing to open up, needing to be in control of your emotions. What are the departing energies? The Ace of Inspiration. It's funny because this person kind of looks like they have the Ace of Wands carrying the torch with them. What interests you will be expressing in the new year? Temperance. And what are future opportunities for you, group 1? And what are the coming obstacles? The Two of Inspiration. Interesting. So this reading is, I will have to say, it is all over the place. The theme of the year, you have needing to be in charge of your emotions, being able to be vulnerable and express your needs and your wants, your feelings about certain situations, but at the same time still being overwhelmed and under the spell of a very toxic energy. Then you go into the departing energies. You're kind of letting go of this need to be inspired, this need to be to follow the passion, to follow the flame, to follow your intuition, basically. And I think you're calculating your every move with the intent of not making it look like you're calculating your every move. What you're interested in achieving is this temperance, there's a lot of fire in this reading, but you also have the Queen of Emotions, so it might be a mix of water sign with some fire in their chart, or vice versa. The Temperance is the Sagittarius card. The Queen of Emotions is not Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, right? So you might be one of these signs, struggling to reach a balance that makes sense for you, because right now it kind of doesn't. The future opportunities, you have the Five of Materials. This is usually perceived as a card of poverty. It is perceived as a card of maybe physical ailments, or even feeling abandoned. But I think for you, this being in the position of an opportunity, it speaks to me about the opportunity for you to feel humble, to feel naked in your vulnerability, which is again a theme I see over and over and over again. You're trying to achieve that, and you're trying to fake it to make it look like you're achieving it, but you're not. And I think it drains you physically and mentally and in all aspects. This is why you have the Five of Materials. When you've reached that rock bottom, that's when you can start rebuilding yourself. That's when you can look into the mirror and say, well, this is not who I am, this is who I am. So it kind of feels like once you get to that point, once you reach that rock bottom, that's when things will start going better for you. So let's hope that's true. And in terms of upcoming obstacles, you have the Two of Wands. This is a reminder for you that you need to carefully plan your steps ahead. You need to maybe not be so much go with the flow, but rather be strict about what you want, be clear about your boundaries, be clear about the goals you want to achieve, and then try and achieving them, right? Let's see how to deal with your obstacles. I will get one tarot, one oracle, but I don't know which one yet. So how to deal with your obstacles. You have the Four of Inspiration. Again, a lot of fire in your chart, a lot of fire in your reading, and it's a very comforting but also destructive energy I get from your reading. If you want to overcome your obstacles, you need a solid foundation. The fours are always about a solid foundation. Think of a house. The houses always have four walls, which signifies structure and organization and safety in a way, right? You need that in your life if you want to overcome the obstacle of not planning ahead. Also, houses are built based on planning, so you need to start planning. The other card you get is Hope. This is the card of Aquarius. So there's hope for you. You just need to allow yourself to feel that feeling. You need to allow yourself to have that vulnerable emotion in your life. Let's see, group one. How can you achieve your goals and dreams? Let's see. The Ten of Inspiration. A lot of fire in your reading. I'm not gonna lie. This is beautiful and scary at the same time. The Ten of Wands is a card of releasing the burden. And there's a certain way to the way you carry yourself, and I see that because you try to project something you're not, or more likely you try to project something you want to be but you're not fully there, but you're trying so hard, it just draws you, it tires you, and it makes you feel disillusioned, disimpassioned, and disoriented, I guess. How to achieve your goals and dreams. Disruption. it's always about disruption. And again, the opportunity is the Five of Materials, right? The card of poverty. And as I was talking about the Five of Materials, I was thinking of the Tower, which is this card right here. And it looks like your guides agree with me. You need to allow yourself to reach that rock bottom. You need to allow yourself to put the struggle, put an end to your struggle, and allow yourself to feel again. Allow yourself to be in that emotional space again, because right now it feels impossible to you, and I see why. It's just looking at the cards, it feels like you're pulled apart in two directions. One of them wants you to be this bubbly, inspiring person, but the other one is like, I'm not this. I still have trauma to deal with. I'm not sure if it's trauma, I'm just giving an example, but it feels that heavy. It feels like you need to deal with it, and you're kind of avoiding it at the moment, and you will be avoiding it until you won't be able to do it, until this Tower moment comes, and it's just gonna level everything to the ground, and the only way is up for you. It's not bad. It's just probably 2022 will be kind of a challenging year for you. Let's see what else we have. Too many cards. But I'll take them back and continue shuffling. Okay. Okay, you jumped, and I'll take you. You have the Seven of Voices for your love aspect. Career-wise, you have the Eight of Emotions. And money-wise, you have the Two of Emotions. Okay, so the Seven of Voices is a card of dishonesty. You're not being honest, you're not being open. Remember your heart chakra. Your focus is on it, but it doesn't mean you're achieving your goals with what you're doing at the moment. Maybe start with being honest about your needs with yourself first and then with others before starting to expect things from people. Maybe start expecting things from yourself, and then you can move on to the others, right? In terms of your career, I think there's a shift in your career. Something might happen and you might decide to just move away from it, but I think that movement will be very positive. And looking at your finances, it looks like it will be influencing that aspect of your life in a very positive way. You just need to take that leap of faith and just remove yourself from the environment. Maybe some of you will try to find jobs abroad, or change companies, or change departments, teams, or whatever. Maybe you'll make a drastic change in your career, but that will prove itself fruitful for you professionally and financially as well. I will get one last piece of advice from your angels, because this is required at this point. And let's see what we get. You get Seraphina. I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Pretty straightforward. Maybe now's your time to open up that heart and try and make room in your life for things that are positive, rather than try and mask them. That's all I have for you, group 1. Please take whatever resonates with you, and then you can decide to leave whatever doesn't resonate with you. Leave it behind. If you like this reading, please leave a like, share, comment to my channel, anything that that you can spare in your moment of the day, I would greatly appreciate it, and the algorithm will also appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I do hope to see you in another video. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose this beautiful Rodochrosite tower, this message is for you. I pre-shuffled for you some oracle cards because I want to give you some oracle messages, but thank you so much for joining, and I do hope you like this reading. Please remember, messages are for some of you, not all of you, so if they don't fully resonate, don't force the message. Okay, let's try. You have victory, good start. You have uncovering treasure, beneath the surface lies great bounty. You have the light attribute of the child divine, and you have the time for a nap. I find it funny because all the cards have this golden brown tint to them, like the victory card has it, the uncovering treasure has it, the child divine has it, the time for nap has it. So this looks like a glorious period for you, 2022. Glorious things will happen to you. Clearly it's very straightforward. You have the victory card here, you have uncovering treasure, very straightforward. It looks like this year is going to be beneficial for you, probably in all aspects of your life, but we will go into depth in a couple of minutes. I want to read the child divine light attribute. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggest a special connection with the divine. And with time for a nap here, I want to read from the book because this book is so wealthy in terms of knowledge. So, time for a nap, essential meaning, rest, rejuvenation, renewal, temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. So, this is a time when you take a step back and enjoy what you've built. This is a time when you make room in your life for purity and for innocence and for openness, right? It's time when you start uncovering the treasure. It's time when you start allowing yourself to be happy for all the things you've achieved so far. This is a time where you... oops, that's my light. This is a time where you are better off with allowing yourself to revel into positivity. I don't know, I get this feeling you walking down a beach and trying to soak in the sun and trying to like gain all those beautiful rays and like make room in your life for them. And I feel like this is your energy right now, at least in this moment when I'm doing the reading. There's so much hope in your being, group 2. It's unreal. I feel like you're in this eternal is it dawn? Yeah, you're in this eternal dawn moment where you're just sitting outside looking at the sun coming out the water or the mountains or wherever you are, and just taking in that moment and enjoying it and actually appreciating the moment without any other thoughts that might perturb you. So I do like this energy of feeling so open and so happy, basically. Let me get you some tarot cards now, because it feels like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, but you, group 2, you don't feel like you need to talk. You're just bathing in emotions and in your future, in what you've achieved and what you want to achieve in your dreams. You're reveling in them. So let's see, what's the theme of the year for you, group 2? The Queen of Voices. A very different energy to the rest of them. Let's see, what are the departing energies from 2021? The Two of Inspiration. Funny. This is a card that group 1 had to And what are the future opportunities for group? Oh, sorry. What interests you'll be expressing in the new year? The Ten of Materials. That's a card of treasure. That's a card of windfall. That's a card of like unexpected inheritance or winning of money. So maybe that's what you're trying to manifest here. You're trying to manifest wealth with all the gold here. What are future opportunities for group 2? The Ace of Inspiration. Wow, this is unreal. I think group 1 had these 2 cards in the reverse position, like the Ace of Inspiration was here and the 2 of Inspiration was here. And what are the upcoming obstacles? The Priestess. Interesting. Okay, so the theme of the year, you have the Queen of Swords. There's a certain amount of sharpness to you, honesty and clear-cut communication, firmness about you that will help you achieve your goals. And you're aware of it and you live and breathe this archetype of the Queen of Swords. In terms of the departing energies, you have the 2 of Inspiration. You're leaving behind the planning, and I think you're starting to think of doing, like you've had enough of thinking of what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and now you're ready to set in the new stage of doing, of accomplishing your goals and dreams. What interests you, what's your focus this year, is this 10 of Materials, which is the 10 of Pentacles at the end of the day. This is a card of how should I put it, material success. Anything that has to do with the material world, be it family, job, money, I don't know, losing weight, getting fit, anything like that, you are working towards achieving it. You have your eyes set on the prize. Apologies for the dog, it's my neighbor's dog. You have your eyes on the prize and you're so super laser focused to achieving that. It's nothing else matters to you, and I can see it from your cards. You have very lush cards, group 2. There's a lot of abundance and prosperity that is coming through your cards. In terms of your future opportunities, you have the Ace of Inspiration. You might find new ways of doing things. You might find new things that interest you. You might find potential everywhere you go because you are open to any kind of suggestion. You are happy to hear what the universe has to offer, and you're happy to listen. You're happy to take it on board, and you're happy to try it at least once, and that's the best way to live, I think. But in the upcoming obstacles, you have the High Priestess here, which this is a card of the subconscious, of the mystery, of all things that are hidden. So you might be a bit too hasty in achieving these goals, and you might not take into consideration that there are things you are not privy to. So please be aware of that, because it might prove difficult to work like this. Let's see how to deal with obstacles. How to deal with obstacles, group 2. I will get you a tarot card and an oracle card. I mean, I don't know why I say oracle, because the deck I'm using, I usually use it as a tarot deck, so just don't mind me. How to deal with obstacles. Okay, I'll take both of you. You have the 10 of Emotions and the Queen of Inspiration. This is the Queen of Wands. The Ten of Emotions is the 10 of Cups. And let's see. Okay, 2 cards again. And you have the heart chakra and the movement, choices and decisions. Interesting. Group 1 also had the heart chakra in their focus. How to deal with obstacles? Well, be honest with yourself. Be open, be vulnerable, open up your heart, first of all. Be assertive. Know what you want to do. Know where you want to go. Set firm boundaries because they will help you achieve your goals. This is a very... I get the feeling that this is a very strict person. With the Queen of Swords, it kind of makes sense because you seem very organized and very thorough with what you're doing, with your planning ahead. But then your focus is all this warm energy that you project, and I don't think you're even aware of it. It's something that lies within you, and I think it will be activated as the year passes because you start off very focused on what you want to achieve, and then you move on into this very warm energy of being carefree and happy. Let's see how to achieve your goals and dreams. Okay. You get the Tower. It's funny because I was looking at the Tower as I started shuffling. And I think Group 1 also had a Tower in the same position, which is interesting. Kind of feels like you two are different sides of the same coin. Funny. Let's see. Oops, that card flew. Okay. So you have the emotional loss. That's an interesting card. This is a card of being heartbroken, a card of being abandoned. And with the Tower here, makes sense. But how to achieve your goals and dreams? Allow yourself to be hurt. And it's funny because Group 1 had a similar message. Allow yourself to be open and vulnerable. Allow yourself to be defeated. And you get the same thing. You get the same thing. And as I said, you and Group 1, different sides of the same coin, which is scary. Let's see. How's your love life in 2022? Get the Three of Inspiration, which is funny. We just talked about it. Sorry, I had to stop there for a second. There's a need for communication for you because as soon as I started saying about leveling up, I started coughing. You need to be able to express your boundaries and your wants and your needs and your expectations. Let's see. What about your career, Group 2? Get the Hierophant. Funny because you have the High Priestess and the Hierophant in the same reading. The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups as well. Funny. And your finances, you have the Eight of Voices. Okay, makes sense. In terms of love, you have the Three of Inspiration, which is all about exploring new ideas, exploring new passions, exploring new things. It comes after the Two of Inspiration, so you move on from the stage of planning to the stage of doing, right? It does make sense in this context. With regards to love, the request from the universe is for you to open up your heart, is for you to allow yourself to be vulnerable, allow yourself to be heartbroken. because that's when you will grow. Then you have the Hierophant in the career aspect. You might be taking a very traditional approach to your career. Nothing wrong with that, obviously. And I think you quite enjoy it. I think it brings you a lot of pride and joy. However, the financial aspect of your life, I think you're too much in your head to be able to be as assertive as you like, be as focused and determined as you like. So there's a bit of disconnect. While you are happy with what you're doing, it doesn't necessarily translate with, I don't know, a decent salary, let's say, or decent perks. So you might want more, you might need more, but you kind of don't know how to ask for that. Now is a time when you can be assertive and when you can be open with people with regards to what you want. So please take this opportunity to do that. I will take one more card from the messages from your angels deck. See what they have to say to you in terms of advice and whatnot. What's the advice for group 2? You have Crystal. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. This is that High Priestess. Be aware of the things you can't see. Be aware of the things that you have no control over. Be aware of things you are not aware of. Right? That's all I have for you, group 2. It was a pleasure. I hope it resonated with you. I really enjoyed reading for you, so if you like the reading, please leave a like, share, comment, whatever in the comment section down below. I would really appreciate it, but don't feel obliged to do it. And I do hope to see you in another video. Bye. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. I'm super happy to see you joining us. If you chose this beautiful opal tower, this message is for you. Please remember that this will not resonate for everyone, because this is a general collective message, and if it doesn't, don't try to force the message. You can choose from other piles or other videos, other readers, book a personal reading with someone, and it will make more sense to your personal situation. In the meantime, I shuffled some oracle cards for you, just because I felt the need to ground the reading and in some messages from the oracle. So we get in your focus for the year to come, second chakra, Archangel Ariel. You get Journey by the Moonlight, Believe in Magic. You get the light attributes for the king, and you get Come to the Edge. There's a lot of movement and a lot of identity in these cards. The second chakra is the sacral chakra, right? It talks about your identity, it talks about who you are as a person, how grounded you are, and how connected to your own identity you are, right? And with the king here, the archetype of the king, you have enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. I think you have a pretty good idea of who you are, group 3. You are happy to step into the unknown. You're happy to travel without a safety net, maybe. Let's see what the Come to the Edge card says. Courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear and accepting risk. So you have two very similar cards and two very similar cards. This year seems very transformational and grounding for you, group 3. I'm not gonna lie. Seems very important, and things will be revealed to you in a way that makes sense to you. So I quite like this for you. Let's see. What's the theme of the year for group 3? I'm gonna use tarot decks for now. Okay, theme of the year. You have the Ten of Voices. This is traditionally the Ten of Swords, right? The Ten of Swords is a card of suffering, but it's also a card of suffering that's ending. Maybe this is why you feel so brave to step into the unknown, and maybe this is why you know who you are, because you've been through the worst and now you're ready to take on the world. Let's see, what's the departing energy from 2021? You get the Eight of Materials. A lot of hard work. You're leaving behind a lot of hard work. Maybe it's effort that's never matched by others. Maybe it's working overtime without being paid. Maybe it's you being the only one who does the dishes in your household. So you're leaving behind all the hard work that's not necessarily repaid in a way. What interests you'll be expressing in a year to come? You have the Four of Voices. This is a card of rest. You need to rest. You need to take a break. You're happy to continue on your journey, but you know who you are and you want to sit with that person for a while. You want to enjoy them. You want to see how you are and how you want to be. You want to make sure that your dreams are yours and not someone else's. Your hopes are yours and not someone else's, and so on and so forth. So that's what you aspire to in the year to come. Some peace and quiet. Physical, mental, emotional. Let's see what future opportunities you might have. Group 3. You get the Knight of Materials. A very slow and steady energy. Okay. And what are the upcoming obstacles for you in the new year? The Six of Materials. Lots of earth energy and air. Okay. So, you might have trouble finding balance with the Six of Pentacles here. It's something you will struggle with if you don't pay attention, if you don't make sure that your boundaries are clear, and if you don't make sure that your expectations are clear. In terms of future opportunities, you have the Knight of Materials. Slowly but steady, you're going towards something that's very fulfilling for you from a material point of view, right? This is the energy of the Virgo. Very slow but steady. They're going into a certain direction and achieving their goals. They're not loud, they're not brash, they're not in a hurry. They have nothing to prove to someone else. They only have things to prove to themselves. So you're embracing that energy and you're making it work for you. That's where you'll be this year. Again, you feel like you need a breather. You're over people who have hurt you, over situations that have required too much effort from your part and no compensation of any kind, emotional, physical, nothing, right? So you're over that. Let's see how to deal with your obstacles. Group 3. I will use the same tarot cards and this tarot deck. How to deal with your obstacles, Group 3. Your focus is very much rooted in the material. You have the Muse of Voices and you have the material Harvest, which is the Nine of Pentacles, right? The Muse of Voices talks about integrity, and I think you've reached a point where you want to surround yourself with people who actually give a damn, with people who have the same moral compass, right? They seem to view people and the world in the same way as you do, and you want to surround yourself with similar persons that will help you achieve your goals, not people who just like take and refuse to give back. Like, this is the Six of Materials. This is a struggle for you. You have trouble finding people who will match your energy, and in 2022, you're just gonna say goodbye to those people who are users and abusers, goodbye to those situations that just like drain you, and you're looking for your own people who can, like, you can match their energy and they can match yours. You can give them something and they can give you something in return. You can take something from them and they can take something from you. So it's a mutual beneficial situation that you're looking for, and it will bring you financial benefits. It looks like material harvest is something that's on your mind. Maybe financial stability is something that you're very passionate about. I know I am, so there's nothing wrong with that. At least you know what you want to do, you know who you need in your corner, and you're willing to take the steps to get there, right? Oops. How to achieve your goals. Let's see. How to achieve your goals, group 3. The 2 of emotion. Interesting. And okay, I'll take both of you. And the 8 of accelerated motion. 2 8s. You got 2 8s. Ooh, transformation is coming your way. You also have the 8 of materials here. Just looking to see. Oh, you have 2 36. 2 36s. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of balance in your life, to be honest, because you have the 2, the 4, the 6, the 8, the 36, the 8 again. There's a lot of balance in your life. However, if you want to achieve your goals and dreams, you need to make the right choices. You need to make the difficult decisions. This is not a time where you can like stay in that headspace. Oh, but what if? You need to decide what's better for you, and you need to action on that, right? You have the accelerated motion and the trapped in fear. Let me get the book, because I think it's worth reading. Where is it? Okay, page 147. The card represents speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, and above all, ending to delays. The conditions around you are perfect and appear to be rapidly heading in the direction of your goals and desires. And luck is on your side, and your enthusiasm is an all-time high. Brace yourself as you finally witness the manifestation of what you've worked for and visualized. This is a call for initiative, but you should also ask yourself, is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? So please be mindful of that. And let's read for the trapped in fear, 127. Okay, then, oops, my bad. This card reveals that it's actually your own fear that has you immobilized and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who's holding yourself prisoner or hostage. And in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fear so that new people and conditions can manifest. So, allow yourself to let go of anything that's painful, of anything that's negative, anything that doesn't serve you anymore, and make room for something better, because amazing things are coming your way. You just need to cut the ties, let go of it. And I keep going to this card because in the traditional system, this is a person with blindfolds, and they have the swords cross like this. And I keep imagining like cutting through the blindfolds with the swords. And I feel like this is what you need to do now. Cut through the negativity, cut through the ties that aren't necessarily feeding you in a healthy way, and allow yourself to grow outside of that space. I'm going to pull some cards for your love situation, career, and finances. Okay. for love, you have the Ace of Materials. You're very focused on the materials. For the career, you have the Page of Emotions. And for the money, you have the Hermit. Interesting. In love, you're looking for stability. You're looking for a potential to grow. You're not looking for anything that's passionate or overly emotional or overly in your head, in their head. You're looking for something stable. You're looking for something that you can grow from or with or whatever. In terms of your career, you have the Page of Emotions. This is the Page of Cups. This is a card of possibilities. You might get like a really lovely message, maybe praise at work, and it will make you feel very special, very good, or maybe a potential offer, who knows. So in terms of love, you have the Ace of Materials, which suggests you might want and look for something grounded, something that makes sense to you emotionally and physically, and you want something stable. In your career, you have the Page of Emotions, which is a card of possibilities. You might receive a really nice message from work, might receive some praise, might receive something that will spark some joy in your heart, and it's not bad at all. And you might even get a suggestion for a promotion or something like that. Only time will tell. In your finances, you have the Hermit. This is so very isolating. I think as much as you're grounded in the material world, finances are not something you're focused on. You want stability of a different kind. Yes, you want financial stability, but not to the point of like amassing wealth. You just want something that makes sense for you, something that doesn't require you to, I don't know, work overtime. You want, as I said, you want balance. You don't want extremes in your life. And I think with money, you're in this space where you'd much rather have work-life balance than like overtime money at the end of the month, right? Okay, group 3. I will pull one last card for you from the Oracle Angels. Oops. Okay, I guess this one wanted to come out. And it's Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectation. Okay, that's a really good message to end the reading on. So I do hope you enjoyed the reading. I really felt privileged to read for you, group 3. I hope you like the message. I hope it resonates with you, and if it does, I would like to hear from you in the comment section down below. Let me know how you think, how you feel about this. You can leave a like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, all of that little bits of things that YouTube likes. And thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, and I do hope to see you in another video. Bye! Hello group 4, welcome to your reading. If you chose this beautiful pink zebra Jasper tower, this message is for you. Thank you so much for joining. Please remember, messages are for some of you, not all of you. So if they don't fully resonate, just don't try to force the message. Pick another pile, pick another video, pick another reader, purchase a personal reading with someone, doesn't matter, don't try to force it. I've shuffled in advance a couple of oracle cards for you, just to see what's in your focus in the year to come. So you have Walking Away, you have Mystic Healer, you have Prince, and you have Come to the Edge. Funny, I think group 2 also got the same card in the same position. You're trying to heal yourself. You're trying to leave something behind. You're trying to nurture yourself back to something that makes sense to you, someone that makes sense to you. You're trying to be carefree and brave and honest and all the good things. It feels like you're in a very romantic headspace, and looking at the cards, everything feels so very romantic. I'm looking at this one in particular. It has, I think those are cherry blossoms, I'm not sure. Again, a woman with a very nice dress in the middle of the night, trying to summon healing and hope from the powers that be. The prince also has some flowers on it, like in his hands. So again, this is a really cool thing. And this card also has some petals, and they kind of look like rose petals, but they can be any type of red flowers. At the end of the day, it's just you have this very youthful and honest and hopeful approach to see how you see life and how you see things. Yes, you might be walking away from something or walking into something with the Come to the Edge card, but it feels very natural to you. It feels like a natural progression to how you want to live your life. Let's get some tarot cards for you, group 4. Okay. You have the Ace of Inspiration. What are the departing energies from 2021? You have the Knight of Emotions. What interests you'll be expressing in the new year? We get the Nine of Emotions. What future opportunities you might have. The Empress. Nice. And what potential obstacles you might face. The Five of Emotions. Okay. So, for the theme of the year, you have the Ace of Inspiration. It's like you're looking for yourself. You're finding yourself again. You're trying to rebuild yourself to a person that makes sense to you. And that's perfectly fine. In terms of what you're leaving behind, you have the Knight of Emotions. You're trying to be less open, less with your heart on your sleeve. It's something you're trying to prevent. Something that you're trying to move from at this point in your life. In terms of the interests you'll be expressing this year, you have the Nine of Emotions. This is the Nine of Cups. This is the little wish. It's a card of fulfillment and the card of achieving fulfillment without any outside help. It's a card of achieving healing without any outside help. It's a card of being happy and content within your own situation, right? So you're trying to heal, you're trying to get to that point where you're like, yes, this is who I am, this is what I want to be, this is how I want things to go, and I'm happy with this, with how I lay my cards on the table. In the future opportunities position, you have the Empress. This is a card of abundance. Things might look really good for you in the future. It's up to you how you decide to nurture this opportunity, how you decide to take advantage of it. Because at this point in time, it's just a promise, it's just a potential. It's nothing is given to you, and you have to work for it. You have to apply yourself if you want to achieve that. And if you don't, you don't. That's up to you. That's perfectly fine, right? In terms of obstacles, you have the 5 of emotions. This 5 of emotions, it's always about lies and defeat and disagreements, and it's a very disruptive card, like all the 5s, right? But 5s bring growth. Sometimes the 5 of Swords talks about losing the battle, winning the battle, but losing the war. So this, you might be caught in this ego trip of, yes, I won this battle, but I want to win the war too. It's like eating your cake, having your cake and eating it too, something like that. It's borderline impossible. I'm not saying it's fully impossible, but it's borderline impossible, and it's up to you how you deal, how you manage your expectations, and how you manage your reaction to things, right? Let's see how to deal with obstacles, group 4. Let's see. The Queen of Emotions again. Interesting. You're leaving behind the Knight of Emotions because you need to grow into the Queen of Emotions. Queen of Emotions knows who she is. She is full of compassion. She is nurturing, but she's also incredibly territorial with her emotions. She has the ability to make everyone feel at ease, to make everyone feel comforted, to make everyone feel loved and cherished. But she's also ruthless when it comes to people attacking her. Too many cards, but I'm just going to show you. You have the patience, recognition and reward, accelerated motion, spiritual union, and the waiting game. I will shuffle some more because these are too many cards, but maybe one of them resonates with you, so you need to hear it. Let's see how to deal with your obstacles, group 4. Okay. Suffering in silence. Maybe now's the time to not overshare, not to stop posting on Facebook or any kind of social media. This is the time when you need to deal with your own wounds, allow yourself to heal, and walk away if you need to. Give that time to yourself, don't give it to others. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, in terms of how to achieve your goals and dreams. Oops. Funny because I get the Temperance again, 4 of Emotions, and the Justice card. I'm gonna put them back because this is too much, and I don't usually take this many cards, but I'm gonna keep shuffling. So maybe try and focus on achieving your balance, your inner balance, with Temperance showing up twice. Okay, the Justice card wanted to come out. So, if you want to achieve your goals and dreams, remember to be fair and honest and straightforward. Make clear communication, set clear boundaries, and don't let people overstep them. You also have the Discontent and Boredom. This is the 4 of Cups, and it's a card of being stubborn and set in your way unnecessarily. and sometimes this is just who we are, and that's okay. Just don't allow it to spill in the outside of your life. Let's see. I'm going to get 3 more cards for you for your love, career, and finances in the year to come. And let's see. Again, too many cards, but I'm gonna take them. There's just 2 of them. You have the World, Cosmos, and the 10 of Emotions for your love. Something is ending, something's being completed here, and it's gonna be beautiful for you and fulfilling, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. It's just gonna take some time to adjust to this new situation, if that makes sense. See, your career, you have the 3 of Emotions. You're working with people that support you. You're working with people who know how to collaborate with you. You're working with people who value your friendship, and they are true friends in return. You have so many cards jumping out. Okay, I'll take this one. And for your finances, you have the 10 of Materials. You're tying up so many loose ends in the year to come, group 4. And all of them will be accomplishments of some sort. Financial, emotional, spiritual growth, you name it, you will have it. It's just up to you how you manage those reactions and those expectations you might have, because overall it seems like it's an amazing year for you. You just need to allow yourself some time to go through the motions. And I'm gonna pull one last card from the Oracle, Angel's Oracle. Let's see, what do we have here for group 4 as advice? We have Ariel. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So, allow yourself to be present there. Allow yourself to be present here. Allow yourself to be present with yourself, because the year 2022 is going to be massive for you. It's going to feel chaotic at times and as if you're lacking some structure and balance. But as long as you keep your eyes on the prize, then you're good. So that's all I have for you, group 4. I hope this resonates. I hope this helps. And please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. And I do hope to see you in another video. Bye.